The Somerville Bears return home and fight to protect their perfect record against the 2021 D6 AA state champions, the Argonaut Mustangs. With a win tonight, the Bears have a shot at their first league title since the 2009-2010 season. Mustangs Bears go head-to-head in Tuolumne. It's October 21st, 2022, and the Bears undefeated through the season, 8-0, playing 7 games, one of them being a forfeit. I'm Levi Flores, along with my dad, Justin Flores, live for the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show.
Always a pleasure to be here. We finally have fall weather. It has chilled off tremendously in the last 2 hours since the kickoff of the JV game, and we finally have that nice, cool temps. No rain in sight for tonight anyway, but man alive, here we are. Who would have thought Somerville walking into this game here, second to last of the season, with a Motherlode League championship in view.
Well, Somerville last week defeated the Calaveras Redhawks 47-0. The week before that, the same against Bret Hart, 47-0 forfeit against Amador, and that's the 3 games they've had so far in league play. On the other hand, for the Argonaut Mustangs, what they've had to deal with, a 10-7 victory over Calaveras. Last-second play that Calaveras just couldn't complete to score and win that game, so Argonaut held on, and that was 2 weeks ago. But last week, a 75-0 loss to the Sonora Wildcats, which we'll see next week. Somerville playing Sonora for that league title, and we're going to see a look on what Sonora did against Argonaut last week and what Somerville can do against them today.
Yeah, you know, Sonora really brought the house down there against Argonaut a week ago, and we've always kind of looked at teams that Sonora played and see how Somerville played them as a comparison to see how the teams fare. But, I mean, Sonora plays a different offense. They've got a different style, and they've just been blazing through the Motherlode League for a number of years. But I think even though they've got another game tonight for their homecoming against Antelope, they are actually eyeballing Somerville because it is what do we call prepping up to be one of the most explosive Motherlode League finales that we've had. And now in post-COVID, I think it's exactly what we need is a nice crosstown rivalry game to really bring the community together as well.
We'll look more into the game tonight in just a moment as we have this from your local NCS TV sponsors.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Somerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! OurCaldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show. Levi Flores, Justin Flores on hand. Tonight, more Motherlode League play. The undefeated Somerville Bears face off against the Argonaut Mustangs, who are 2-1 in league, only taking that loss to the Sonora Wildcats. Next week, they'll have a forfeit win over Amador due to that team not being able to play during league, but they did pick up another game against Mira Loma, so that game will be taking place next week. But Somerville, the talk of the town, as well as Sonora.
You know, the one thing that Somerville cannot do is look past Argonaut tonight. That's going to be one of the keys. They need to look at this opponent and not look beyond it. They only need to look at the next 48 minutes of gameplay against an opponent who has been one of the league contenders in the previous seasons. And as you said, they're 2-1 coming into this game. You know, next week, with the forfeit means they're 3-1. And depending on tonight, either Somerville goes on for a championship run against Sonora, or Argonaut tries to squeeze them out and create a three-way situation. I mean, there's a lot of factors in play, and Argonaut is one of those teams that you just can never look past, even though they've struggled and had some areas of difficulties in their season. Somerville needs to continue to stay focused and just play their game, and hopefully stay healthy at the same time, no injuries, and they'll have a great contest here, and more than likely a victory.
4 weeks ago, the Somerville Bears played Stone Ridge Christian on a homecoming night here at Thorstead Field, and they squeaked out an 8-point victory, 34-26, which on homecoming night usually you have the easiest team. You make sure you win. Everyone's happy going into the school dance, and everyone in the town is super happy. But only an 8-point win. It was shocking to most of the Somerville players and Somerville fans, but they continued on and won that game. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because Argonaut plays a similar offense than what we saw that week against Stone Ridge Christian. They call it the Cox Box offense, similar to what Sonora kind of runs, which I believe is going to help Somerville in the long run, playing a team that runs the ball like this 2 weeks in a row near the end of the season. But Mustangs, they're going to run the ball a lot. You're going to see it a lot. But you notice something about the quarterback in warm-ups.
In warm-ups, watching Lance Hansen toss the ball to his receivers, he throws the ball hard, just high enough out of reach for defenders, and in the money, as they say, right on the money into the hands. Now, I think out of 3 passes that were thrown just beautiful, only one was caught, because I think he just throws so hard. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was just out of reach or the person didn't know the ball was coming in so hard. He's a hard thrower, and if he is going to throw the ball tonight and they're not going to play their normal smash mouth, run the game up the middle like Argonaut usually does, we got to keep an eye on that ball in the air. But, of course, Somerville on the other side, with everybody healthy, the one thing is Somerville's a team. It's not just one player that gets out there and just kind of leads everything. These guys lead one another, and if everybody's firing on all cylinders, I'm sure after a couple of passes, if some do get through, they'll shut that down pretty quick.
So let's look into the offense of Argonaut. Quarterback Lance Hansen, which you just mentioned, he throws really well when he has time to throw. If his line gives him time to throw, you're going to see that arm of Hansen and hit him right on the dot. But when he has a lot of pressure, especially when you're facing the linebackers and the defensive line that Somerville has, he doesn't really throw on the money as he should, like you would see him when he doesn't have that pressure. So it's going to be a 50-50 ball in most cases if the linebackers get to him. Other than that, multiple run options for the offense. Prather, Freeman, Spigarelli, and the fourth man I have down, Mateo Flores, will not be playing tonight due to an injury. So they're going to be down one man going into this one. So pay attention to those three running backs and the quarterback, Hansen, as we get set. It's the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp pregame show.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at a
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets did glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, save us and star-spangled banner and wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Initiating in the JV game, so
Somerville Argonaut at Thorstead Field. It is 7 o'clock on the nose. Perfect time to start the football game. 12 minutes as Argonaut will kick off to the Bears. You got Barajas and I believe Tremoloni in the backfield set to receive for Somerville. Excuse me, that's Austin Hike. And this ball goes out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. This isn't a punt, it's a kickoff, which means the Bears have great starting field position. The Bears are going to take this one, not allow the Mustangs to kick again. So as Somerville starts the game, Elkins, the initial ball carrier, the main running back, averages 10 carries per game. And against Calaveras, he had 20 carries, and that was the most in one game he's had all season long. So we're probably going to see a lot of him tonight. as he continues his big running streak. Here's Leveros in the pistol with, of course, Elkins behind him. And a flag flies early. And a false start on Somerville. That'll be placed and tagged on number 54.
Kind of jumped on the line there before the snap. Defenders can do that all they want, but offense, once you're set down, you got to stay down.
First play of scrimmage, Elkins, right side. Back to the original line of scrimmage and a few more as he's tackled down by a bulk of Mustangs. 4 of them, in fact. You see Elkins already covered up in turf. Ran into his own player, Tremoloni, there.
Kind of nice having the referees mic'd up here tonight. Chris Pearson, IT Tech, has them mic'd up into the PA system, so we'll be able to hear specific calls, especially ones we may not be too keen on.
7 yards on the first play for Kai Elkins. Leveros has 3 receivers at the top. Spin, give off to Kai Elkins. He hits the line and pulled forward by the Mustangs as he's close to the first down marker.
Man, nice run. He hit the defenders. He kind of pulled the defender back and then just dragged him with him. And until they blow that whistle, they say keep your feet moving. Watch this right here. He's going to hit him. Wham, I'll just take you with me. And we'll keep going until they finally blow the whistle.
Now on 3rd and 2. Most likely going to run this ball near midfield, but the question is it Leveros or is it Elkins? And that could split the defense and lead to another big gain for Somerville, so you're just going to have to pay attention defensively. And here's Leveros under center. Quarterback sneak,
wow.
He got through, stayed up and down at the 50-yard line. Braylon Leveros, probably the only time we've seen him under center all season, and he gains the yardage to keep the chains moving.
I like it. We haven't seen him under center, as you said, probably all season. I mean, he just came in. They snapped the ball so fast. 19 yards on 3 plays. Of course, a flag bringing them back 5 yards, but here they are now at midfield after only 3 full plays from scrimmage. I mean, he got like 6 yards on that run.
From directly at midfield, Braylon Leveros following Elkins down the sideline. 10, 15 yards for Braylon Leveros on his second run. Leveros moves the chains again, and the Bears putting together a great drive.
He's nearly unstoppable, but when you got 2 blocks like that, Elkins plus number 53 kind of leading, wonderful play.
Talking to one of the coaches for Somerville before the game, he said, of course, we're going to score. We're going to move down the field. We're going to do what we do, but the Mustangs can definitely score against us. And that might be a little bit troubling for some of the fans because they can definitely put drives together like we saw the JV team do a few times. Leveros pass into the flat. Austin Hike. He has 1 block upfield, and he gains about 10, and there is a flag down at the 30.
Yeah, they're going to call that block probably.
See, Tremoloni.
They called the holding call, but I don't know where the hold was. I thought maybe they got the...
That is on Tremoloni. I believe it was a little bit earlier in the play. So they move Bryce Leveros off the field, and in his spot will go Jarrett Whitney on 1st and 13. Tremoloni, Hike, right side. Trenton Miller, the tight end, left. Leveros rolling out right, throws down the field. Austin Hike, and it's incomplete. Just outside the arms of Austin Hike at the 20. So 2nd and 13.
Nice attempt for a big play with some big yards. Just couldn't connect on that one. Not normal for the Bears. We'll let them have that one today. No more of those. Stops the clock, 2nd down, 13. Bears with the ball, controlling the clock as well. About to play their 7th play of the drive.
Trips up top for Leveros, 2nd and 13. They're going to go back to the run game with Braylon Leveros. He's going to be swallowed up near the 34-yard line. But it's 3rd and long still. Hasn't been a lot of times we've seen Somerville in 3rd and long.
Well, 2 flags on this drive. before they ever played their first play. They were 1st and 15 after a false start. And then, of course, there was a hold on the last big play they had, which put them at 1st and 14.
4 receivers for Braylon Leveros on 3rd and 7. Elkins behind him. The snap from Reese Wynn to Leveros. Quarterback draw. Moves up the gut near the 25-yard line, and it looks like he's right on the line to gain.
He really sold that he was going to pass. Defenders really bit that. Leveros looks and then just turns and, like you said, followed right behind his blocker there.
And they mark him just shy. They hold up the fist for 4th and inches. But this is definitely 4-down territory. The Bears going to go for this. We saw, I believe it was 4th and 6, right, for Braylon earlier on the game, and he just went for it on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah. It seems like it's almost automatic. As long as there's no offensive flag, no quick movement, more than likely he's just going to fall forward and get the first here. Trying to get the long snap, huh?
And here is some movement called from the back judge. This most likely will be defensive in the game plan from Somerville. Oh, and it's going to be a delay of game on Somerville.
That back judge, like we thought, was going to go against the defenders, but he also is the one watching the clock, and we didn't see him counting down back there.
So Leveros heads back to the huddle on 4th and 6. A lot more yards than they just had on 4th and inches. And we've seen a few plays on 4th down and long where Somerville actually takes a shot downfield and goes for the long ball. Leveros snap. Moving right behind Kai Elkins, the 30-25. He gets the first and a little bit more inside the red zone. Leveros goes with the legs.
All right, nice run for the Bears, just going back to their normal play. They know they can usually get 6 or 7 yards, and they just went to their basic play, followed behind the blockers. Now a fresh set of downs. Breathe a little, boys. Breathe.
Bears have entered the red zone. They go back to Kai Elkins. Elkins pushes through. He gains 5. Finally taken down by number 23, Eric Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman, nice tackle to stay keyed in on the ball carrier, because had he not, Elkins had a touchdown here. I mean, this literally grabbed right there. I mean, I think he would have tackled Elkins whether he had the ball or not. I think for all he could think of was, I'm keying in and spying on this guy right here. Because had he not turned his body to take that tackle, Elkins was gone.
2nd and 5, Leveros. And the pistol linebackers waiting to blitz. They do, but Elkins gets through, and he gains 4. So it's 3rd and 1 for the Somerville Bears.
Good position in the red zone here. A first down will give them goal to go. I wouldn't be surprised, a little screen pass or something, looking at Hike here on a slant or something. Even Tremoloni out here on the right side.
Here's 3rd and 1. Leveros uses his legs, and the Mustangs swallow him up at the 10-yard line. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down again for Somerville.
They were ready for his run. Yeah, he had to come off his blockers and just face a Argonaut defensive line to try to make something happen, and they, as you said, swallowed him up almost immediately.
Leveros, on average, has 15 yards a carry in the 2 league games so far, which is 5 more per carry than what he had in the preseason, which was 5 games, and 1 in every 3 rush equals a touchdown for Braylon Leveros in league. So pay attention when he runs, including now. He's looking to throw, but he can use his legs if he needs. He does that, hit his own player at the 10, but he gets the first.
Oh, my gravy. He literally leveled his player from behind, who was his lead blocker. I think he really wanted to pass this ball. Wisely held on to it, though.
Hold on a minute. The Mustangs, they mark it short in the end. And the white hat moves it the other way, so the Mustangs offense will come out in the defense with a great stop to start the game.
After 13 plays, the Bears cough it up on downs. going 55 yards downfield. And I think could be the first time this season they've coughed it up on downs. We've seen other teams go on the opening drive down into the red zone and cough it up. I'm not sure I'd seen the Bears cough it up on downs this early in the game, especially on an opening drive. Unique situation for them there.
So from the 10, the Mustangs will take over, and here's Hansen rolling right, throwing on the first play of the game. He's in some trouble, and the ball is blocked. No whistle until Schnabel picks it up, and they'll then mark it incomplete. But Schnabel picked that one up and entered the end zone. So if the referees did say, no, that was definitely a free play, then the Bears would have scored, but Hansen did just get that off in time. Mustangs coming out with something that the Bears weren't prepared for. Pay attention to Prather, Freeman, and Spigarelli. This offense, you never know who is going to get the ball, but with those three options, they'll hand it off, and the defense needs to be split in three to tackle each player down and make sure they cover their assignment. Here's the man in the back. That's Freeman. Flag flies and taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 unless this flag proves something else.
So here's Argonauts' first couple of plays from the line of scrimmage, deep in their territory. And Somerville defense holding them.
So I think Somerville's going to decline this. And that's a good play as it's 3rd and 10 instead of 2nd and 15.
Yeah, you always wonder what coaches are thinking. Do we decline it? Do we let it go? 3rd and 10 at the 10 after 2 downs. We already seen a little bit of them. Yeah, let's force the 3rd down and see if we can stop them one more play, because, of course, they're going to want to kick if they can't move this ball forward a few yards here.
Watch the blitz for Somerville, 3rd and 10. Make sure you force them to punt deep in their own territory. Schnabel trying to get through, can't. Pass over the middle, and that one's incomplete. Tristan Barajas and George Henderson nearly collided in the secondary, but an incomplete pass sets up 4th and 10.
Watch the throw, the arm of this kid. I mean, he just chucks this thing. A beautiful look. I mean, that was in the hands almost.
Neil King will have to punt from his own end zone, and back to receive is Tristan Barajas near the 50. King with some extra help to make sure the blockers don't get through. Gets this one off clean, and it's low. Bounces out the 27, picked up by Barajas at the 44. And there is a flag where Barajas picked it up. Barajas having some trouble getting full control of that, and this penalty is going against Somerville. Last week against Calaveras, we've probably seen the most flags in a football game you've ever seen in your life. Calaveras, 21 penalties for 124 yards. In Somerville, only 10 penalties and 70 yards worth of penalties. Here's Elkins on the run again. Somerville back in the offense. Elkins has room inside the 30. A big first down, a big play, and no flag this time. Somerville making sure that they're going to go into the end zone on this drive.
Boy, Elkins showed him what he's all about on this one. Right off the bounce there, the right tackle. See ya. Put on the speed. Secondary able to get out there to push him out of bounds. He didn't have any more pitch to run to, but man, goodness, what a run.
That was Max McCracken stopping Elkins down the sideline, which you might see a little bit of him offensively. He's the number 1 receiver that the Mustangs have, so pay attention to him as a two-way player.
That was a 26-yard run for Elkins.
Watch him again. When he succeeds one time, they usually go back, but Levros will be stopped this time. He looked to throw. All the receivers recovered, forced to run, and only got, actually, they're going to mark him for no gain.
I like that Braylon is not quick to throw and force something that wasn't there. Wisely tucking it away and getting back at least to the line of scrimmage.
And because of that, he has very minimal incomplete passes. Through league play, obviously, he has one tonight, which makes him 7 of 11 on passing through league play. So because of his ability to make sure that he's not going to throw an incomplete ball or an interception, make sure that they're going to get positive yards, he has that great pass completion rating. Here's Austin Hike on the carry, and he's down at the 16-yard line.
Very nice run. Here's Hike, somebody Argonaut maybe wasn't ready to see early on in the game. But he can run the ball too, especially when you got linemen that are giving you a hole like that. My goodness.
He dragged an entire defensive player about 10 yards before finally being taken down by 2 other Mustangs. But now they're back inside the red zone for the second time tonight. First time it was a turnover on downs. This time we'll find out what the result is here. Leveros, handoff, Elkins. He finds a hole. He cuts up inside the 10-5. End zone. Touchdown, Somerville. Kai Elkins.
17-yard run for Elkins. Gives him 43 total yards for this drive. A 4-play series, 52 yards for the touchdown for the Bears on their second attempt. Started off but a 7-yard run by Barajas on the punt return, and only 1 flag in that drive.
Henderson puts this one down, and Trim Maloney gets it through the upright. 7-0 when we come back. Somerville up on top with 4 to play in the first.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
Somerville scoring with the legs of Kai Elkins, basically the main offensive player.
Yeah, he had 43 yards on 2 rushes in that drive. They only played 4 plays total, capping it with that 17-yard run, and, of course, the PAT good, giving them the early lead here. It's their second possession, though. Their first possession, they were in the red zone at the 10, coughed it up on downs after going 13 straight plays. So Somerville now in form. Again, it's the first cold night that we've had for football in general. I mean, so cold that you can feel the air. It's supposed to rain in Sonora tomorrow, so I think you can feel the humidity in the air, and the wind chill factors. We're probably about 68 degrees right now, but the humidity is making it feel colder.
Argonaut will take this one from the 22-yard line, and George Henderson meets him near the 30. Inches forward for a few extra yards, but the Mustangs will have to go about 70 to find the end zone.
Well, they've had the ball once and had to punt it after going 3 and out. $11-yard kick return.
The defense ready. We've seen a lot of defensive plays throughout the year, which we'll talk more later about that. But their defensive line and linebackers specifically making most of the stops, and the defensive backs not in on a lot of plays. Usually it has to be passing for those defensive backs to be in on plays. And we saw that mostly during the Dos Palos game, which, of course, we couldn't broadcast to you. But Somerville owes a lot of credit to the defensive line and linebackers this season.
They've stayed conditioned all season long. We've had almost no cramping issues, even going back to game 1. I think we were quite surprised in those early days of August when it's melt-your-face-off heat. The turf is hot.
And there is a sack. And who does it belong to? Jaden Hardy, of course. Actually, this one, not necessarily a sack, but just a stop in the backfield, which Jaden Hardy, of course, he's known to do. We knew it was going to come sooner than later, and, well, there he was.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate, knew exactly where he was going, blasted right through the line. I think he surprised that ball carrier. Third down, do or die for the Argonaut Mustangs here.
Logan Slater showing the blitz. He tries cutting through the pass, right side, slips out of the hands, hit from behind by Bryce Leveros, but that's incomplete. And it's 4th down. Now let's take a look at the Hardy Party, since we just saw him a moment ago taking a man down in the backfield. Jaden Hardy, sacks, right?
Yeah.
Sacks have been a big thing. He has 7 sacks, 4 of those being in league, and he has more sacks than tackles in the last 2 games. Hardy Party favors. A sack to remember.
He's definitely one fun one to watch and pretty explosive like a party favor.
This punt from the 22-yard line drops at the 40 and stays in for a few extra, and the Bears will start from the 36.
2 possessions, Argonaut 3 and out each one. No flags on that drive. They had 1 flag their last drive.
Two and a half to play in the first quarter. Here's an update from Sonora. Antelope leading 7-0 on the Wildcats homecoming night. 5 to play in the first quarter. So Antelope trying to upset the Wildcats for their second loss of the season in downtown Sonora. Here's Kai Elkins back on the run. He only gains 3.
Sonora choosing to play Antelope over Calaveras, who offered a second round game this season. It is Sonora's homecoming. And kudos to Sonora for picking a team that is a contender to help keep them in that contention mode when it comes to the postseason as well.
2nd and 7. Leveros pistol. Spins, handoff, Elkins. And the Mustangs have been doing a great job going into the backfield and making stops early. But Elkins had the initial hit 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then moves forward for an extra 7.
Yeah, he just acted like a pinball bouncing off that defender. 3rd down and 1 is a decent situation to be in here. It almost seems automatic for the Somerville Bears these days. Not very often they get a yard or less on a play unless it's a drop pass.
Elkins throws the block. Leveros, he gets the first. Leveros using those legs. And Elkins, that initial block right there, did a lot, but another Mustangs linebacker, 23, Eric Freeman, he came flying in and just missed Leveros, which could have been the stop that the Mustangs needed. Tight end on the right side, that's Jarrett Whitney. Handoff Elkins. He moves into the Mustang side of the field by a yard. It's 2nd and 8.
Every now and again, the Bears set up for a specific line. Argonaut seems to pick them up right away, and that one is one of those where they just stopped Elkins pretty quick. I mean, a 2-yard gain is not normal for Somerville. So
20 seconds
to Argonaut for being prepared for that.
20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Could possibly be the last play of the first. Leveros taking his time, looking left. Here's a signal from the referee. They will have to take one play, and it's a draw by Elkins. He moves his way out of bounds. They might have to run one more play. Actually, they're going to wave that off. 7-0 after the first. Bears back with the ball at the 50.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
Entering the second quarter, the Bears lead 7-0 over the Argonaut Mustangs at Thorstead Field. The Bears, I don't want to say they're struggling offensively, but it's not the same offense we've seen throughout the first few games of league. Third and short for Somerville. Leveros pitch forward to Hike. Hike's in some trouble, and Hike is taken down for a loss of 3. It's 4th down and 6.
You can look at it in a number of ways. Either Somerville's maybe a little off their game. I'm not sure. They're back at home. Or Argonaut's just one of those teams who did their homework and have watched numerous films and want to do everything they can to stop Somerville from getting a Motherlode League championship. You know, Argonaut has been that team that has given them a rough time. They have a championship caliber type ball club in the past. So could be a number of factors.
Argonaut this year dealing with the first-year head coach Mueller. Their longtime head coach, Rick Davis, retired over 16 years as the head coach at Argonaut. Retired before, came back, and last season they were 12-3, winning that D6 AA championship.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Hello, Bears fans. Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Somerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Somerville 7, Mustang 0. The Bears called the timeout as it's 4th and 6. Even if they get the hard count, it's not enough to get the first. They will move closer as Leveros rolls right. 2 blockers in front. Deep down, Pristine Dean. It's caught at the 45 and dragged down at the 35. Pristine Dean strikes again with the pass from Leveros.
You know what I like about it is that they were calm, they were cool, they knew it was 4th down. Let's just run a play. Let's run it as we've done in practice. 2 blockers held the defenders back. Tremoloni wide open. A lot of yards, and the Bears 1st and 10, fresh inside the 25.
High red zone for Somerville. Leveros back to the run with Kai Elkins, and they march forward for 4 yards. Back to the last play. Dean Tremoloni, Pristine Dean, the number 1 receiving target for Somerville. 3rd in yards total, 358 on the season, 1st in receiving, and he can't beat Pristine just in receiving, also in kicking. 30 of 36, point after touch, and 1 of 2 on field goals.
That's beast mode right there.
One of the best high school kickers in California. Usually high schools don't have great kickers, but Dean, of course, being one of the most pristine.
And those 6 PAT misses were only in the last few games. He was perfect up until midseason, the PAT. Nice run there, following behind Elkins. Like I said, this is a team effort. It's not always just one player. Elkins will throw a block for Leveros. Leveros will throw a block for Elkins. Hike will get the ball sometimes. Tremoloni will take a pass. Always a threat out there. Tremoloni, Hike, both your wideouts on the screen.
3rd and inches for Somerville. Leveros, he's got the first inside the 10. Oh, and he's marching forward. They're not blowing him down yet. He got 5 extra yards from when we thought he was stopped.
Yeah, way to go, Braylon, man. You know, he's been playing football for so long, he knows. You just keep moving, man. If you've got the power, you've got the strength, keep going. And until they do call that whistle, you just keep moving. That's a well-coached, well-conditioned, heads-up player in Braylon Leveros. Great leader. And they're currently running double tight ends, so the inside run is there for him.
Elkins, he's in the end zone again. Touchdown, Somerville. 13-0 in the first half. Kai Elkins scores once more.
Five yards for Elkins, but as a team, 64 hard yards, including a 4th down conversion. No flags on that entire drive. So Somerville, after 12 plays, puts it in the end zone.
And Tremoloni the extra point. This one's no good, so he misses another. Score remains 13-0.
Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal.
Kai Elkins finds the end zone once more for the Somerville Bears. They now lead 13-0 after Tremoloni missed the PAT. 9.5 minutes to play in the first half.
After the first initial possessions, 5 flags thrown. The last 2 possessions, 3 possessions technically, Argonaut and Somerville have had no flags. Argonaut's only possessions in the game have resulted in 3 and outs and having to punt it. They had 11 yards on their last kick return after a touchdown.
Mustangs call a fair catch at the 38-39 yard line. That's where Argonaut will take over. Another update from down the street. Sonora has tied it up 7-7 with 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Antelope currently has the ball. Mustangs now really needing to put a drive together. Have to rely on this offense. Their defensive players have been getting through the line. You want the same from the offense to be able to push forward, as they only get 2 now.
And to give them a little rest. They've been out on the field a lot. Somerville has really been controlling the clocks with 3 or 4 minute drives and lots of plays. Like I said, that last drive was 12 plays. But getting a couple of yards on first down doesn't give them a lot of options. We know Hansen can throw it. A few times he has tossed, have been incomplete.
This one up the middle, launches forward. He gains only another 2 to make it 3rd and 6. It's number 28, Robert Spigarelli.
Slater on the tackle came blasting right through the hole. Watch number 21 here. Pick him up, bam, took him right out, swiped the feet.
The Mustangs have that 7-man offensive line, and Hansen, when they run the ball, he has those very fast motions, which is what you need to run this offense. If you do it very slow, the defense can pick up on where the ball is. That's why you need to swing that ball super fast and get the defense off their edge to not know what's going to happen. This time Hansen is throwing. Atkins flying in over the middle, and it is intercepted. The Bears take it away at the 50.
It was a matter of time that the Bears were going to pick up on one of those. I think that was Hardy that picked up that interception.
It was Brody Peters.
Brody Peters, number 16. Sorry, Brody. I see Hardy popping up like he was just jazzed as all get up. Right on.
Peters' 2nd interception in league. Second interception just in general as well. Great job by Brody Peters getting in front, stripping it away, and now the Bears have plenty of time before the end of the half. Leveros drops back to pass. He's evading. Man coming from behind. He throws down to Austin Hike, and he lost that one in the lights as Leveros got hit late.
That would have been absolutely bringing the house down. Rumble. Somerville faithful would have went absolutely nuts on that. Braylon under some pressure. Instead of running, chucks this thing up and just outside of reach.
You don't necessarily see it in the replay, but Hike, he was looking up in the air to where the ball should have been, but the light's just glaring down, messing with his vision. So that thing hit his hands. He just didn't know that it was going to hit his hands. So Somerville unfortunately misses that one, and now it's 2nd and 10. Leveros will go back to the run game. Right behind Elkins, cuts up, splits defenders, stiff arms, one man down. And to the 32 he goes. Braylon Leveros earns the first down with his feet. And it looks like he's mad that he didn't get a horse collar tackle, but he's not complaining to anyone.
18-yard run.
Watch this tackle right there. Dragged him down by the pad and the jersey, the nameplate. Leveros looks to his right side before taking the snap, spins, handoff, Elkins. And he launched forward, looking like number 50, Aaron Smith. Got that shoestring tackle. Three yards on the push from Elkins.
Yeah, unfortunately hit the ground a little too early there after pausing before finding a blocker to run behind. 3 yards, though, not bad. 2nd down and 7.
Whitney and Hike will switch positions. 2nd and 7, Leveros. Back to Elkins. Inside the 25, near the 20. And he's right down at that line to gain, but I believe they're marking him short for 3rd and inches.
He'll get you 3 yards. He'll get you 7 yards. He'll get you close to the first down. He'll get you the first down. They're actually going to count it a first down. 7-yard run for Elkins. He picked up the 10 yards that the Bears needed the last two plays.
They do move the chains. Hike at the bottom, Tremoloni at the top. Leveros back on the legs. A defender got in the backfield. It's number 90, Gage Wise.
Yeah, he was picked up immediately by one of the linemen of Somerville, number 45.
Trenton Miller.
Trenton Miller right there was able to kind of slow them down a little bit to keep them from getting to him. Injured player on the field.
13-0, Somerville leads the Mustangs at Thorsted Field.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs. Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Injured player on the field for the Mustangs. Somerville leads 13-0 with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left, and it looks like they're picking up the injured player now. That's 50, Aaron Smith, who just made a big stop a moment ago.
It's good to see him walking on his own power. Always good to see. You don't want to see anybody get injured or laid out for any more than a second or two at any time, really. Somerville in the middle of their drive. They have played 5 plays, started literally at midfield at the 50. After an interception by Brody Peters, Argonauts had the ball a total of 3 times. 3 and out, and on 3rd down interception. So they've only played 9 plays total so far in this game.
Leveros will look to throw again. He has Dean trying to find his way into the end zone. He throws it back in zone, and he trips up at the last second, and it's incomplete.
Braylon had plenty of time to throw that. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it. Said, I'm going to go 90% power on this, and I'm chucking it in there, Dean. Be ready. Right on the back foot. Oh, Dean just slowed down a little bit. He threw that deep into the end zone.
3rd and 9 from the 21. Another update from Sonora. Still tied at 7-7 as they have now entered the second quarter. They'll have Trenton Miller at the tight end, left side. Pay attention to him. They had 2 targets on him last week against Calaveras. Leveros looking to throw again. This time it's hike, and it bounces off the pads and incomplete. 4th down.
Unfortunate situation here as Austin turned his head before the ball was in his hands. He was running before he had the ball. He wishes he had that one back. Right here you'll see him. He'll turn his head just as the ball's coming in, thinking he had it. Got to keep your eye on that ball and watch it into your hands before you turn and burn.
If he can turn back time,
yes,
then he would find a way. 4th and 9 for Somerville. 2 incomplete passes on this set of downs alone, something that you don't see very often. Now Leveros on 4th and 9 will look to pass again for the 3rd time. He's going to take it. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, and Leveros gets the first.
That's got to be deflating as a defense. You have to in the wall, 4th and 9, and the quarterback running almost the identical play where he had tons of options. He had 3 wideouts out there running. The defensive line gave him plenty of room. I mean, this is a 10-plus yard running back, if you will, who's taking the snaps.
On 4th and 9, Leveros gets that, and now it's 1st and goal from the 9. They ran a few passing plays, including that one, despite Leveros forcing out to run. What do they do inside the 10? Well, it's play action, and Leveros fakes a pass. He evades 2. Flag thrown in the backfield. Leveros, end zone, touchdown! 2 flags thrown, so we're not sure yet, but Leveros using his magic skills, getting around multiple defenders.
Got a face mask called.
Against the defense. So Somerville gets the touchdown. Braylon Leveros, he gets his first of the night and makes it a 19-0 game. And that personal foul with the face mask is 15 yards. That'll be added to the kickoff. So Tremoloni will have basically just an end zone to reach as he gets the PAT here. 20-0. It'll be Bears kicking to the Mustangs in just a moment.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Somerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Somerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Somerville High School graduate and huge Bear supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Somerville getting rid of all the bad plays tonight so that next week it'll be the best game possible between the Wildcats on that drive. 2 incomplete passes within the same set of downs.
Yeah, on 4th and 9, though, a 9-yard run for Braylon Leveros, given the touchdown and the PAT good with a 20-0 lead. 9 plays total, 50 yards on that drive, and that 1 flag assessed against Argonaut. It's assessed here on the kickoff.
Tremoloni went for the onside kick, but it looks like the Bears line was moving before the ball was kicked, and that's exactly what they're going to call. So 5 yards back, and now kick from the 50. Yeah, and Logan Slater was the one to jump there near the bottom of your screen. But they can try it again. It's still near midfield, but the Mustangs might be ready for it.
Maybe it's the colors of green and gold against Argonaut that's got him a little jittery here early in the game. They're finding their groove now, though.
Tremoloni going to squib this one straight down the middle, picked at the 10. And Jaden Hardy will meet him at the 22. Hardy flying up the field just to make that stop, a 12-yard return. Let's look at the two-way players for Somerville. You have Elkins, who has 8 tackles, a sack, and 221 rushing yards, playing both sides of the ball there. Tristan Barajas, 79 receiving yards, 55 rushing yards, as well as 5 tackles, and these are all in league play. Tremoloni, 124 receiving yards, 3 tackles, and the 10 point after touches. And then Rogers, who is an extra tackler there, along with Hardy on that kick return, 7 rushes and also 2 tackles in league. There's a few two-way players that Somerville has that make big differences. Mustangs looking to throw again. Hansen, left side. He has Leveros, incomplete.
That one came off his hand, either really goofy or that defender that rushed him got a hand on it. I don't know what. One of the two things happened. It could have been Schnabel. Let's see here on this replay. Oh, it just didn't come off his hand properly.
That was one of our pregame keys for Hansen. If he has time, he'll have a good throw. If he's pressured like Schnabel did there, it'll most likely be a 50-50 ball, and Bryce Leveros nearly intercepted that. 2nd and 10. Hansen, handoff to the left side tight end, and he's swallowed up by Logan Slater.
Trying something new here, the trap, and to move things a little quicker. They could have gotten a false start there with an illegal motion, but they didn't get that flag, but that's okay. The Bears stopped them pretty much cold, but that's something new we haven't seen from Argonaut tonight, and I believe that's their old style of playing. Move the ball quick, smash mouth, go up center, 3 different options, a lot of stuff going on. Try to trap the defense in something.
Taking a lot of time in the huddle. See what they have in store on 3rd and 9. Need 9 yards. Most likely won't go for it on 4th down. Handoff, last second. And that's another great stop by the Bears defense. Stop behind the line, a loss of 2, and it's 4th and 11.
Going to have to be moving much quicker to get past the Bears on the side if you're going to go wide. And almost 2, it looks like we have 2 players moving at the same time on the snap for Argonaut. It is so close. And this officiating staff are really good. They're really on the ball here tonight, so to speak. And if they're not getting illegal motion plays actually doing it, it is so close on the snap. Of course, 4th down now. After going 3 and out, they'll have to punt it away.
Barajas at the 49. Hardy nearly got a hand on that one. Was launched up and above. Barajas will spin around past the 50, 40. Cowley encouraging him from the sideline and takes the blow at the 17. Tristan Barajas all the way down inside the red zone. 30-plus yards, and the Bears already in the red zone.
What an exciting run for Barajas. It's in his blood. He comes from a long line of football players, but, man, he's just doing his thing. And he just went straight up against a much bigger Neil King of Argonaut. That was a 44-yard punt return.
They'll put it back in the hands of Leveros. Early snap, Leveros fakes it to Hike, and he's in some early trouble as he just trolls out of bounds. And it looks like they may give him a yard or just back to the original line of scrimmage. And some miscommunication. Reese Wynn snapped that ball a little bit early as Leveros was looking to the side at Austin Hike, who was coming in motion. But, the center can never get a false start because they're the one with the ball. And Reese Wynn right there. First time he's made a mistake all season, really. Leveros pointing towards that side to Dean Tremoloni, who will now move upfield. And no flag, but the whistles blow.
It's flagged by the back judge in the back, probably another delay of game. I wasn't paying attention.
And that's exactly what it is. So another penalty on Somerville, and 2 of those are delay of games.
Eight flags total so far in this game.
Bears have moved outside the 20-yard line with that penalty. Here's Tremoloni. He's on the move. Elkins trying to throw a block and tackled down by the left leg.
Tremoloni waited 1 second too late to finally put the speed on. He was behind Elkins. Had he gone just a second sooner, he'd have probably beat those guys on the outside. But right there, that little delay, waiting for Elkins to try to get a block, and Elkins couldn't block 4 guys. He could only hit you for 1. Either Tremoloni needed to cut that back inside or really put that speed on just a second sooner. He did get a few yards, so 3rd down and 7's nothing, nothing too difficult for the Bears to handle. But that play, just a missed opportunity there on the speed.
Trenton Miller is the tight end at the top of your screen. Pay attention to him. It's 3rd and 7. Leveros will be back on the move inside the 10-5. Tries hurdling, stays up and down at the 3-yard line is what they're going to mark him. But reaching that ball forward, Braylon Leveros went from football to track as he tried hurdling over 3 Mustangs.
Yeah, he just didn't quite cross the plane there with the ball. They're actually marking the ball further back than I thought it would have been. But 1st and goal at the 3 is not a bad place, but it looked like he got down inside the 2, actually. 4th play of the drive coming up, started at their own 16 after a 44-yard punt return by Barajas to put him in this position.
Watch out for Elkins. Or watch out for Leveros, who's looking to throw, and it is Barajas scoring for the Bears. Touchdown, Somerville.
The one who started it all with a big 44-yard return gets a 3-yard pass for the touchdown.
Got the members of the Orange Crush Band playing for the Bears after they score that one. Tristan Barajas, just a nice, easy flick reception. C-Trolls in 26-0, and Tremoloni to make it 27. This one's high up and through, 27-0 in the final 2 minutes of the first half, coming up right after this.
United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money. Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw Mower on Longeway Road.
Tremoloni launches this one high, received at the 34, and there's the fair catch once more. Mustangs, 1 minute, 41 seconds to score, as they are now scoreless.
Like the special teams of Argonaut, those guys up front, usually with good hands. Coaches probably say, if that ball's coming to you, call fair catch, we'll just take it there. No even chance of running it. That's twice Argonaut has got the short squib kick called for fair catch immediately.
You always see the big special teams plays of players running up and nailing that punt or kick returner and them fumbling the ball, and that's exactly what they don't need, especially now and on their own side of the field. So Hansen with 1 minute 41, not a lot of time for this Mustangs offense, and that's why they have 3 wideouts. Hansen fakes once, throws second time, and it's picked off. Brody Peters, the second in the game.
He is going crazy. That's 2. He was waiting for it once again.
Peters just waiting there. He got in front. The intended target was Max McCracken, and McCracken didn't even attempt it as it was so far outside of his reach, but Peters was the defensive back, and he got there. It's 1st and 10 for Somerville as they look to go up by at least 34. Leveros, he looks to throw. Elkins in the flat. He throws over the center. It's Pristine Dean, defensive back, ran to the wrong player, and he gains the first as we have a late flag. This one might be on McCracken. We'll watch this again.
Great play by the Bears here. Way to come right back, get a strike. Tremoloni just waiting there.
This one, after seeing the replay, could be on Somerville too. And that's exactly what I saw. So what should happen, well, this is interesting. Don't want to explain everything, but it's going to be 1st and 7 after all of that. Leveros, handoff, and Elkins taken back for a loss of 5.
Eric Freeman with the tackle for Argonaut, and right now a little momentum swing for Argonaut. Somerville finds themselves 2nd down and 11.
Leveros throwing downfield. Tremoloni outruns, flag flies down, and Tremoloni, for the time being, will have a touchdown.
Somerville comes right out and says, let's just run a play.
This might be offensive pass interference, as they never signaled the touchdown, and Tremoloni shaking his head no.
He put his hand down, but they were both going for the ball. I didn't think that was an interference, but tough call there because he had his man beat by so far. He put one hand down.
And this is very interesting. They did call offensive pass interference, correct?
Yeah, why are they going back like 15 yards here?
Should have just been...
That's a 15-yard...
I don't agree with the penalty in the first place. But it's going to be 2nd and a plane ride. Somerville still wanting to score. Levero, short pass, Elkins. He has some help from Atkins and Hike, and he's back into Mustang territory with the late hit on the sideline. And there goes the flag. I knew it was coming at one point or another, so this is going to be 15 yards in favor of Somerville.
We'll get some of that yards back.
To about the 30. Looks like Coach Leveros is upset, as he should after that late hit. I knew it was going to come at one point or another, and it came a little later than I thought it was going to. So another big play. Elkins got the first, and then 15 yards on top of that.
Holy smokes, it's an automatic first down, but they got the ball just past the first down marker. So now inside the 30 after a couple of emotional plays here.
So Leveros in the shotgun for the first time tonight with Elkins on the right. He drops back 3 steps, looking to throw a 4-man rush, making sure he stays behind the line of scrimmage, throws last second. It's Elkins who gains 6.
5th play of the drive, wisely stepping out of bounds. Elkins was heads up, a 5-yard pickup, 4-yard pickup with 39 seconds to go. They'd like nothing more to get another one in the end zone heading into halftime with a commanding lead. Oh, yeah, going quick on the no-huddle offense.
They have Atkins at the top of your screen, Bryce Leveros on the bottom of the offensive line. Pass over the center, Bryce Leveros into traffic, and he gets cut at the 10.
Got to tell you, I got the goosebumps on this one only because that's older brother passing to younger brother on a quick pass, and I just love to see it as he goes between 3 defenders and held onto the ball.
Leveros looking to throw into the end zone. He's being chased down. Late flag, pass short to Elkins, and he is out of bounds at the 4. He just wanted to make sure he got out of bounds and stopped that clock.
I like the heads-up
avoid.
play of Elkins, but I think there's going to be a little block in the back here. Right. Well, interesting. Wonder if it's going to be defensive holding.
Well, the Bears are coming back like it's on them, but you're right. It didn't look like anything.
When it was live, it looked like it may have been a block in the back, but it really wasn't. The Bears player actually hit the knees.
Number 54, so that's not even where I was looking personally.
Must have just extended their hands, holding on to the defender there. Well, we're redoing first down, but it's first and goal all the way back at the 27.
4 receivers. Leveros, quarterback draw, and the defensive line gets to him. A loss of 1 even.
That lineman for Argonaut stopped what could have been a scoring run for Braylon because he was looking at end zone.
18 seconds left in the first half. Bears 27, Mustang 0. Somerville looks for the end zone in the final 18 seconds. It's second and goal from the 28-yard line now. A few penalties brought the Bears back this far, and they're still trying to capitalize.
10th play of the drive coming up. They started at the 43, but they've been even into their own territory after a couple of flags this series.
Empty backfield, backwards pass to Elkins. This one's fumbled and picked up, possessed by the Mustangs. And, well, I said possessed by the Mustangs, but the referees haven't necessarily said anything yet. And there is the official call.
It was thrown behind.
We'll get this one back. A good call by the referees, making sure that's Mustang ball. But with only 11 seconds, they only had a minute 20 left the last time they had it offensively, and they threw an interception to Brody Peters. So it might just be smart for them to take a knee and head into the half.
Interesting play there by the Bears. I think that was intended to be on the ground to draw the defense in while Elkins would pick it up, but it kind of took that odd bounce.
Handoff up the middle, taken down, Ferris wheeling over the 40-yard line. And they're going to move the chains. And I never saw a timeout called, so as soon as they're set, 2 seconds will start off the clock. And there's finally the timeout. 2 seconds left, and the Mustangs will need 62 yards to score before the half.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties the past 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Somerville graduate Chris Caldera join the team to help and eventually take over the family-run business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business. And go Bears! Caldera.com on Facebook and Instagram, too.
And with that, the referees start the clock in the final 2 seconds. And that ends the first half. Somerville 27, Mustangs 0. Thoughts about the first half?
Well, I thought it was interesting. Somerville started with a huge drive, having to turn it over on downs eventually. Their last drive, scoring a couple of times, but coming back due to flags and just going back and forth between the 43 and the 30. We thought they were going to score, but they end up coughing it up on a strange play in which became a fumble recovery for Argonaut. So strange way to start, strange way to end the half, but yet Somerville did end the half with a lead.
Mustangs are going to get the ball at the end, or at the start of the second half. And before we head to the break, I'll give you an update from Sonora. They're up 21-13 over Antelope. Antelope has the ball with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. You can go over and watch that now while we're at the half, or stick with us as the cheerleaders head to the field. talk to that fool, too.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw and Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money.
Chicken Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Somerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Somerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is LeAnn Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. LeAnn is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. LeAnn is a special talent, and LeAnn is a Somerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Adriana, you are the love of my life. Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?
Yes, Dave. Only if we can have Justin Flores Productions DJ our wedding.
Justin Flores Productions?
Justin Flores Productions. They have years of experience in radio and music, and their personalities make for the best experience.
Do they offer any other services?
Of course. Their slogan is audio, video, and all your media needs.
Okay.
Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Hello, Bears fans! Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Somerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tulloch to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Welcome to Thorstead Field for Somerville Bears football. After the first two quarters, the Bears 27, the Argonaut Mustangs remain scoreless. I'm Levi Flores, along with my dad, Justin Flores. We're happy to be here with you on this fall and what feels like winter night.
Yeah, no kidding. It's definitely chilly. I got my sarape on here. Both teams had the ball 6 times in the first half. Somerville running a whopping 52 plays, Argonaut 14 total plays. Number of incomplete pass attempts, had some good looks, but Argonaut went 3 and out. They had a couple of interceptions. Brody Peters is having a night. One more interception for number 16 for Somerville, and he's got himself a hat trick tonight.
Well, Somerville obviously being the better team here tonight, although last season the Mustangs went to the D6 AA state title game and won, so they are the D6 AA state champions, and now Somerville has a chance to do the same, or they can even be the D5 state champions. All depends on what happens next week in the game against Sonora for the Motherlode League title game. We've been giving you updates all game about the Sonora versus Antelope game just down the street. In Sonora, with the pass reception to Roger Alderman in the corner of the end zone, took a 28-13 lead heading into the half. So 2 possessions, Sonora leads over there. You can watch that on NorCal Sports TV live right now or on demand after you finish off this game here with us.
That's a great game for Sonora because they're playing a higher-ranked team to give them some extra edge when they go to the playoffs. But they can't, after Antelope, they got to go past Somerville if they want the Motherlode League championship, and so does Somerville. But they have to get past Argonaut here first.
A little bit of movement on the Somerville side. Atkins gets back in time, and this first play of scrimmage in the second half leads to a lot for the Mustangs.
Yeah, quick run, quick handoff. Argonaut's past game was always, move the ball quick, and getting that man in motion and following behind that blocker. 8 yards on first down. That's one of the biggest drives, not the biggest drive, but the biggest play we've seen for Argonaut here tonight.
On the sidelines of Somerville, they're warming up. The backup center, Jordan Wynn, his brother Reese Wynn, the starting center, alluding to what could happen in the second half as the Mustangs get a first.
Well, they convert their first down in 2 plays. Argonaut coming out here in the second half looking much different than they did in the first half.
So they move the chains to the 49 of Somerville. And those mid-game adjustments is what is needed. We know Somerville scored, of course, 4 touchdowns in that first half, but at the same time, the Mustangs can do the same here in the second.
They've gone 14 yards on 2 plays.
Hansen hands this one off, and that's another nice gain for the Mustangs.
Somerville will make their adjustments. Coaches are keeping an eye on here. They're coming out with a different offensive look and moving the ball similar to how they have in the past. A lot of options, putting a man in motion, quick snap, and the gives. And now 3 plays in and 22 yards after 3 plays. That's averaging 7 yards per run just in their first 3 plays here the second half, which is a team and stats that we haven't seen. I mean, they had played a total of 14 plays before this series began.
Handoff to the tight end from right, cutting up field, and George Henderson with Tristan Barajas finally meets him after he gets the first. That's Robert Prather.
That was big, following behind his lead block and then just kind of dragging the defenders with him. But another first down, another big movement of the ball for Argonaut.
They're really wanting to score, and you can tell just by the difference in the way they're playing. Prather, another handoff.
Yeah,
he cuts upfield for another 8.
Somerville defense is going to have to make some quick adjustments here because they're giving them 8+ yards on every carry here to open the second half. A totally different team than we saw in the first half. 5 plays into this drive, started from their own 37, and they've got the ball now at the 23-yard line of Somerville.
3 minutes off the clock in the third quarter, and Hansen gets ready for his 2nd and 2 attempt. He's met in the backfield here in a loss of 2, and you've seen it multiple times, and I've seen it multiple times, but possible illegal shift or full start on Argonaut.
A lot of movement on the line prior to the ball being snapped. Yeah, it's just a hair quick, but they haven't thrown any flags. That one looked cleaner than some of the others. Some of the other plays have looked so blatant that 2 people were moving.
That tackle was made by Wyatt Custonia. It leads to a tackle for loss and make it 3rd and 4 after a 2nd and 2. Hansen, it's a man going from left to right. Handoff up the gut, and that's a great gain for a first down and more.
Very nice play. They kind of opened up the line and let the offensive line set the tone for this play here as they spread out a little bit and just barreling straight down, getting the first down.
Spigarelli slipped right by Custonia. And Custonia, defensive lineman, it's unusual to see a defensive lineman get right by into the backfield. Most of the time you'll see the linebackers because they get the open hole. But if a defensive lineman gets back there, you know you're in trouble and someone's not doing their job right. Here's another handoff, and there is Logan Slater. He's on the tackle.
Still getting about 3 yards on that play.
Logan Slater and also Riley Neverson on that tackle. Pick up a 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
Opening drive here, the second half. Argonaut taking it from a fair catch at their 37. Have marched it down 8 straight plays into the red zone.
They've taken 4.5 minutes off the clock as here they go back with the run game. And this Mustangs running offense is doing something different. I can't tell you what it is besides gaining more yards, but it is scary to see this offense in the second half.
Yeah, they're kind of lining up a little different, but they're taking the snap and handing it off right away. And those front offensive linemen really giving the room here. 3rd and 1 for Argonaut. 10th play of the drive coming up, controlling not only the clock, but the game as you would think. But the score is 27-0 Somerville.
Freeman went off the field after that last play, but I bet they're still going to run it Watch out for Robert Prather as they get inside the 5-yard line there with Prather.
Grab the ball, follow the big guy that's up front. And that's exactly what they do. Move left, move right, and he just followed that guy. They keep doing that. Eventually, they're not going to have much playfield left. They're going to find themselves in the end zone.
First and goal inside the 5. Looks like Somerville might want some time to think about it. 27-0 and a lot of time taken off in the third quarter. Mustangs at the 4.
When you are looking for a custom home, Caldera Construction has you covered. From the shores of Lake Tulloch to the mountain corridor of 108. We have been building custom homes in Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 20 years. Along with new home construction, we also do additions, decks, and remodels. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Robert Caldera Construction or our website at rcaldera.com. That's rcaldera.com. And of course, go Bears!
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth.
First and goal, back to the run game. Met in the backfield. Reese Wynn on the tackle for loss, getting through the line and making sure that the running back goes nowhere.
Coming back from a timeout, when your defense is able to put a stop like that, it was worth the timeout. Oh, nice play. Yeah, absolutely.
Going to have to think a little bit more now as they drop back 2 extra yards. 2nd and 6. They brought out the big guns on the line. And multiple backers looking to blitz. Prather, and Prather finds the turf. Touchdown, Argonaut.
That's what they've been wanting to do.
Prather, you see that right tight end.
Just follow behind that lead blocker. He just jumped right past his big front man.
Looks like they might be going for 2 even. And with that score, the Somerville Bears have now allowed just over 100 points throughout the entire season. Hansen in the pistol, tight end, sweeping over. And they are going to get this as well. The hands go up for the 2-point conversion, and it's 27-8, the Mustangs. Will they have a comeback? We'll find out in the rest of the third quarter.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
It took 6 minutes for the Mustangs to score starting the second half, and now we have 27-8, the Bears still leading, and they'll get the ball back. And we saw the backup center warming up, Jordan Wynn, but I think that may be put in the back pocket for now as Somerville wants to start that running clock before they put most of their secondaries in.
Argonaut got a nice series there, 12 plays, 63 yards for the touchdown, capping it off with a 5-yard run. Man, they came out blazing.
Austin Hike will return this to the 20.
9-yard kick return from the 11th to the 20. So even the special teams of Argonaut trying to get the momentum swing, and the faithful that are here from Argonaut are starting to wake up as well.
All it takes is that one score, and then you have more momentum offensively and defensively. So now 5 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third quarter, but Somerville's offense nearly untouched the entire game. Just keep inching forward as they look to do now. Leveros, flick forward pass to Austin Hike, and
this is a different Argonaut team than we saw in the first half, even on the defensive side there, sniffing out that. Even Austin Hike couldn't get the speed around the outside.
Pay attention to 47 here. He throws this blindside hit to Dean Tremoloni. That should be a personal foul for 15 yards. They get away with one there. Second and about 12 after that loss of yards by Austin Hike. Leveros, two-step drop back, throwing right. It is Bryce Leveros. It's received for 7. And that'll be 3rd and 5. Remember, in high school ball, your elbow, wrist, or knee touches the ground, it is down right there. But he did catch it, so they do move forward.
Second pass to little brother tonight. Good for a few yards. Somerville needs to convert this here.
Leveros rolling left behind Elkins. He has a receiver, and it's back to Bryce Leveros for the first down.
That's 3 pass completions to his little brother in this game. That one converting the first down. Somerville needs to get their momentum back, and after a couple of pass plays, Somerville faithful starting to wake up some too.
See, Tremoloni just wasn't an option, which would usually be the first that Leveros looks at, but he went behind the corner, and it's hard to drop that up and over without it being intercepted or at least batted away. So great job by Bryce Leveros getting open, splitting everyone there, and finding an open pocket. Here's 1st and 10 from the 40 as Elkins will get his first carry on this drive, and he gains 5.
And it's nice to see Somerville just running their normal game, their normal plays. I mean, they're giving Braylon a couple extra tosses in the air, which is nice, and he's connecting. But even in their running game, you know, just plug and play your game. Argonaut got one good series under their belt to start the second half, going 12 plays and 63 yards for a touchdown, even getting a 2-point conversion. But Somerville just needs to keep playing the game they know how to play. They'll be just fine.
Leveros looking to run. He gets past the 50 and dragged down at the 47-yard line. Leveros gets another first.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Leveros just keeps pushing forward. Usually Elkins is the powerhouse, and as soon as he gets it, he trudges forward and gets those extra yards. But Leveros has done that a few times tonight with multiple Mustangs on his back.
They got the depth. Plenty of players can move that ball.
Here's Elkins now. He breaks free for a few more, and that's an 8-yard gain.
Very nice to see. A lot of people can move that ball with the Somerville offense, and I like this no-huddle look. This is good.
2nd and 2, a lot of options. Elkins handoff, bounces off one, gets the first, a little more, penalty flag, 2 of them fly down. And this is against Somerville. I'm not sure if that was a holding or a face mask from this distance. But you see...
Yeah, they got the stretch of the arm there, back behind the line of scrimmage, and then another one on the line as well. So, unfortunate for Somerville, that one's coming back.
They're going to place that on Dean Tremoloni. That, I believe, is his 3rd penalty, which is odd as a receiver. Usually you don't get any type of calls like that. He's just trying to make sure he blocks and allows some room for the offense to run.
split left. Leveros right is height.
Leveros will run it again. And this isn't looking good as he takes a hit against his brother. Bryce Leveros came in to try to help Braylon move up.
Yeah. His whole intention was trying to come up to kind of lay a block down, and he just couldn't do it. And then he ends up getting hammered by the defenders who were chasing after his brother. He didn't see him coming. Right now he's asking, did you guys see the name of the truck? Did you get the number of the truck that just hit me? 3rd down and 7 for the Bears. I need to convert this one, stay alive here. 8th play of the drive coming up.
Watch the receivers this time. Leveros looking at him. He has Bryce Leveros. That's enough for the first. Bryce Leveros gets another one.
Way to go, Leveros. Staying true, taking the ball and just holding on to it, cupping it underneath. Definitely had the ball across the first down line.
A penalty and a few bad plays, but then in the end they get it for the first. Now at the 36-yard line in the pistol. Watch the legs of Elkins. He got right past the first man, and he gains a few yards. It's incredible what Elkins has been able to do through the season, because he should have been tackled for a loss of a few yards, and he just turned sideways, slipping through the door, kind of like Indiana Jones under the rock.
Yeah.
And he gains 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8. Hike will be the wideout, and Jarrett Whitney will be the tight end. Fakes the handoff. Leveros play action, looking upfield, runs it instead. 10 yards, 11 yards, first down, and 2 more flags fly in.
From the back judge to the referee, flag coming in. Interesting. They have to confer here to figure out who sees what.
And
oh!
I'm going to call it unsportsmanlike at the very end, and he points at a Mustang. So
yeah.
I did see the blind side, or I did see that one. Well, we did have that late flag fly in, and he's looking at the Mustang.
No, he's going to assess it right now.
But if we could get the play right before that one more time. So watch at the top of your screen near the 30-yard line. You see the blindside hit. Boom, right there. And that came from Bryce Leveros. Just making sure, but you're exactly right. Because it was after the ball had been declared dead.
Yeah, I like how this referee does things. He assessed the first foul, and it was against Leveros. And that's a difficult one. Not difficult to call, but difficult one in the sense that somebody can get really hurt in a play like that. And right now a lot of emotions are obviously starting to billow up. In Argonaut right now, the emotions.
Now the Bears don't have to snap this. They can go into the 4th quarter with the ball at the 26 on 2nd and 1, but they hand it off to Elkins, who gets the first. And that'll lead the clock to the end of the 3rd quarter once they get these chains set.
A little bit of emotions here late in the game.
Bears head to the sideline, and the 7 seconds will run off the clock. 4th quarter will start with a score of 27-8. The Bears looking to go into the Motherlode League title game next week.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Entering the fourth quarter with Somerville on a 1st and 10, and the start of the third quarter was Argonaut ball, and they ran, I believe what you said, 12 plays.
They ran 12 plays in their opening drive for that touchdown that they ended up getting. They only ran 14 plays total in the first half, so they nearly doubled their plays. But it's been all Somerville since then. Somerville's about to run their 12th play of this drive and going into the fourth quarter. So right now, each team only having the ball once in the second half.
4 receivers for Leveros. He's trying to find one. He's hit, taken down by the face mask into pass interference. Should have 2 different penalties, but the white hat not looking at Leveros after the play. This will be 15 yards and place it down near the 10.
Looking to hit his little brother again. He's got 3 pass receptions.
You see Leveros at the very end.
You know, Bryce nearly had that ball down one-handed. It was just behind him. And, of course, the interference is what caused him to not be able to reach for that. But he's a great player and can reach for those balls just even when they're out of reach.
Now, this is the second time that the referees have said half the distance to the goal. But remember, that's only within the red zone. So when you're inside the 20, that's half the distance to the goal. But the 15-yard penalty will only be 10.
Moved it forward to the 12-yard line, giving Somerville a first down.
So both Leveroses got fouled on that one, as this is Bryce Leveros. He knocks down the pylon, and the hands go up for the touchdown, Somerville. Bryce Leveros, multiple receptions. He had the penalty called against him, and here he is in the end zone.
You can tell, I think they had a plan from the very beginning of getting the ball, because out of those 13 plays, 2 passes to Bryce, 3 attempts, 1 incomplete, but this one here on the sweep, Elkins with a beautiful block and then 1 defender to go. All he needed to do was cross that plane. He did. Touchdown Bears.
Henderson to hold, puts it down for Tremoloni, who tacks on another 34-8. The Bears lead in the fourth quarter.
Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
This is a commercial. From the video to the sounds of nature, the music, the words on the screen, the transitions, me, the voice saying these words. This is a commercial. Justin Flores Productions. Audio, video, and all your media needs. They make commercials like this one.
"13 plays, 80 yards, capping with a 12-yard run by Leveros, the younger. Keeps the Somerville Bears on top 34-8 here in the fourth quarter.
Tremoloni to kick off, back to the Mustangs, who had their first drive enter the end zone in the second half, and they look to do it again as this one's received at the 10-yard line. A big hit from Jaden Hardy at the 20. And the Mustangs launch forward to the 33-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will start this drive and hope for another touchdown. Watch 20. Oh, my goodness, what a hit from Leon Vyers. Dropping down that shoulder. They were going head-to-head. We know kickoffs are the biggest play that we have the most penalties, or the most injuries, excuse me. Yeah. And, that time Leon Vyers just came flying in. Had to get rid of something, I guess.
Biggest kick return for Argonaut tonight, 23 yards on that one. They've gotten anywhere between 10 and 12, so 23 yards. They scored on their first possession to start the second half.
Here's another run. He got all the way back to the deep men defensively. And that's a 13-yard run for the Mustangs.
Picking up right where they left off. They had 12 plays, 63 yards for a touchdown last time around. And this one right here with a quick trap play handoff. A lot of options. Like you said, getting 14 yards on first down. Making moves. They only ran a total of 14 plays the entire first half, 12 plays on their first possession of the second half, resulting in a touchdown. They just came out a completely different team here in the second half.
From the pistol, a little bit of movement offensively. Running around, and the defense not phased. That's Logan Slater throwing down the ball carrier. That's number 23, Eric Freeman.
Looked like there was a little bit of miscue because the man in motion moved a little too fast, or maybe it was by design to try to throw off the defense, but didn't throw off the Bears on that one.
He got maybe a half yard, 1 yard on that, so Hanson will come back to the huddle. They're just trying anything they can, try to make their way back in the talks, but there's only 10.5 minutes. You have to make some big plays or stop the clock. Handoff from right to left, and Jarrett Whitney meets him at the 44. That's a loss of 2.
Great defensive play to stay in his position and wait there. Whitney, watch this, just waited. There he was. Met him, wrapped him up, and a one-man tackle. No help needed, and a loss of yards.
3rd and 13 for the Mustangs, and the Wildcats and Antelope are back into the second half for them, and Sonora leads 31-13. And they're getting ready for Somerville next week. 7 days until that Motherlode League title game. Both of these teams really itching to get that number 1 spot. And there's, I believe that's going to be a delay of game. The back judge threw that penalty flag.
Good ball. Ready for substitution. 12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty.
Whoa. So 12 men defensively for Somerville.
Now for the penalty, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. McCracken re-enters into the game for the Mustangs.
Hanson running from line to line. Need to be careful with that delay of game. And here he goes, counting from 5. Definitely gets it off. Robert Prather on another carry gets to the 49 of Somerville, and it's 4th down.
Tackled by Bissett. 4th down and about 4.5 yards to go.
Well, now Argonaut with their back against the wall here at midfield after a nice tackle by Somerville to stop them short. One of those misdirections, counter option type of handoff situations might get them 4, possibly 5 yards. Let's see what they do here. They got the double wing here.
I'll try to go for the hard count. Hanson moving right. Whitney hits him, and that's incomplete. A possible intentional grounding, but it's just going to be the turnover instead. So Somerville takes over at their own 49-yard line. You see Jarrett Whitney, he came in.
Yeah.
Probably could have been the roughing the passer call.
Roughing the passer, I thought that might have been coming, but he didn't get flagged for it.
I think the referees actually talked about it for a second about calling it, but at the same time, it could have been intentional grounding since he was inside the right guard.
Well, they turned it over on downs.
They probably just waved both of those off and gave it to Somerville. Leveros still in the game in the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think Coach is going to be a little more cautious here right now. With still a lot of time to go in the 4th quarter.
Here is Austin Hike, who gains a few yards It's like Elkins going to stay on the sidelines now, rest up his legs.
And they probably should just keep it. What we are more than likely going to see is just your basic run-of-the-mill plays. I mean, they got 3 yards on that one. They could have easily got 5. But if they're able to pick up between 4 and 5 yards, they'll keep it on the ground, run the clock.
Split wide to the right, double tight end formation.
Levero's taking that time, waiting for the back judge. We've seen this quite a bit, just running down the clock. Handoff, Hike. And Hike inside the 40, still waiting to be dragged down.
Yeah, that's how you do it there. You need to pick up those yards, gets the first down and a lot more.
In Somerville, the backup running back, Austin Hike. We have the slew and the litter for Somerville. The slew of Bears is the adults, and the litter is the youngins. And Austin Hike, Tristan Barajas, those younger players, and Leveros, Elkins, the older. And you see they're basically split both ways, and the litter will be taken over next year as those two graduate.
And they're making big moves here this year with their boys in front of them. I just love how they can go in multiple directions, and somebody always steps up. I just love this team.
This will be Nicholas Rogers in the backfield carrying the ball for Somerville. And it looks like he missed his hole, but he bounced up and stayed on his feet for a gain of 4.
That's what I'm talking about, being a team. You get Rogers coming in there, getting a chance to run the ball. He holds on to it and picks up a good 4 yards on first down. Hey, a big hello to Solomon Oziah G watching in West Africa, Liberia, of all places. He's got YouTube on his phone, and he's watching the game, a longtime friend of the family and a church community here, actually, in Sonora, and he's watching the Somerville Bears and American football about 3 o'clock in the morning there, local time in Liberia.
Also, shout out to Sue Bondurant, one of the biggest Somerville fans, and Karen Traverse. Thank you for watching Bears football on NorCal Sports TV as Rogers gains an extra 2.
Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. I always love to see and hear where folks might have their eyes and ears on. Cody and Brian are also watching the Machados. Cody's down in Turlock, or Brian's in Turlock. Cody, his son, here in Tuolumne. Cody Machado graduated last year at Somerville High School, and they're both watching the stream. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to NorCal Sports TV on YouTube and get notifications of all streams that are taking place at any point.
Austin Hike slips through and only gets back to the line of scrimmage to make it 4th and 5. It's a great defensive stop. If he didn't get taken down there, he wouldn't have been taken down at all. Had the block from Bryce Leveros on the outside.
4th down and 5 as they're letting the clock run here with 5 minutes to go. Somerville needs to convert this one to stay alive in this drive. Started from their 49.
They have Brody Peters, bottom of your screen, the wideout, and at the top, I believe that's Bryce Leveros. He's looking to throw at Peters. Peters crossing the field. It's thrown short, and the referee's going to whistle this one dead. Hits the turf and turns it over.
Good call by the ref there. I wanted to say he had it, but he did pick it up after it bounced off the ground.
I saw some movement as well. Hard to tell on the replay, but the referees give it back to the Mustangs at the 32.
Mustangs will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
A lot of scoring needs to be done and not a lot of time for the Mustangs, but they're just going to play this one out, get ready for their game next week against Mira Loma. They have the forfeit victory against Amador as this sliding tackle from Barajas is completed. Eric Freeman, the carry.
Yeah, nice run back by Freeman there. Man, he found some room and then started putting on the speed a little bit heading to the outside. Nice run, but Barajas coming in with the shoestring tackle. But a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs.
Bears' 3-man front right now consists of number 56, Hunter Rogers, and number 71, Mateo Murphy. I believe The other side is 59, Gabriel Colmenares. Hansen throwing deep right side. It is incomplete for number 11, Max McCracken. Leveros came in and batted that one away, made sure the stop was there.
Yeah, nice defensive hands by Leveros. I know these guys would love nothing more than to pick off Hansen again, but this is just a wise move. Let's just knock it down here. Kind of bounced off the intended receiver. I thought he actually had it, but when it bounced off him, Leveros and the gang didn't hesitate. Move it away, bat it away.
He beat out Isaiah Walker, which gave him the speed and the distance between them to make the completion, but Leveros came over from the safety spot. He's right now, Bryce Leveros is the deep safety, just making sure that nothing's going to happen downfield, and he did his job right there on that last play. Here's another handoff to Eric Freeman, trying to be dragged down from behind, and he gains about 8.
Yeah, being dragged down from the line at the very beginning. Getting those 8 yards was tough for him. That Bears defender chasing him down the
Tristan
entire time.
Tarter.
This will be a big defensive stop here for the Bears. They love nothing more than to push Argonaut back.
Got to watch out for McCracken if they do pass, but I believe they're just going to run this and make sure they get the first before trying anything big. And they do. First down.
Yeah, they got it. Well, I tell you, it just seems to me, and it could just be that it's just looking this way, but there is a lot of movement on the offensive line. And it appears to happen before the snap, but maybe not. Got one guy moving.
Moving some players on and off the field. Off to the sideline goes Aiden Castro, so make sure you pay attention to the receivers. They don't have their main guys in there, but they could have an option. They are tight, and they hand off to number 18, Robert Prather. He's got some help from the line for a gain of 4.
Big hello to Ron Roberson, Somerville Quarterback Club. He's watching in Indiana.
Indiana.
Late night in Indiana for Ron, but your Bears are winning, Ron. Thanks for having your eyes on, too, and the shout-out there.
Referee going to call time here, make sure that the Mustangs are okay as they have an injured player in the huddle. Meanwhile, down the street, Sonora leads right now 31-26, I believe, over Antelope in the third quarter. So after this game is done, make sure you go over there and join Mario Ramos for the ending of that game. See if Sonora wins on homecoming night. We'll stay here for a moment as we look at the Motherlode League standings. Right now, Sonora technically has the edge just based on points for and points against. They're 3-0 in league. They get the win tonight against Bret Hart, so they're 4-0. Somerville winning tonight will be 4-0. Argonaut 2-2, and then they'll be 3-2 finishing the season with the forfeit win against Amador. Amador, their season's null. Bret Hart, they get the win against Amador as well. And Calaveras, they've had some trouble as well, but they will also get that victory against Amador. Amador forfeits to Calaveras tonight, so that's their win. Basically, we will head into next week with a title game at Thorstead Field.
Man, for those of us who are the fans and get to watch, exciting getting prepared for that. Both these teams have a lot of work to go to in preparing for that. So it looks like there was just an injury there at the end of the play. Both Somerville and Sonora are going to have to go to work, watch a lot of film, come out ready to play.
Hansen looks to throw, chased down by Rogers, nearly picked. Oh my goodness. 2 different Bears had the opportunity. First it slipped through the hands of number 84, Joshua Reese, and then Kelton Cowley had a second chance, but he wasn't ready for it. See this, 1, 2, and to the ground it goes.
Brody Peters, who has 2 picks tonight, is on the sidelines, not even in the game for a possibility of a hat trick. But, yeah, that just went right through the hands. Going, oh, man, was that really the ball? Was that mine? Was it hot? Was it live? Would that have been a pick?
Hardy, who has yet to have a sack tonight, goes out onto the field on 3rd and 6, and he might get one here. He's on the defensive line, and we know Hansen's going to try to pass this thing into first down territory. Hansen deep down right side, 2-on-1, and it is incomplete. 4th down and 6 with 2 minutes to play as that stops the clock.
Yeah, they're going for Brogue on the long balls. Hansen has an opportunity if he has that time, but that one is just thrown even out of bounds.
Probably not catchable in the long run.
Yeah, I think had it been caught by the Bears, it wouldn't have been an interception because the momentum would have pulled him off the sidelines there.
Mustangs taking their time. Two wideouts left side, and nobody's coming over for one of the defensive backs. And there's the jump by Jaden Hardy, and that actually helps him out quite a bit because I'm not sure if we have a replay on this, but number 23, Eric Freeman, he didn't have a corner on him. He didn't have a defensive back lined up against him, so he was waiting for the snap, saying, hey, give me the ball because I'm going to get this first down. But now it's 4th and 1. Look right here. I know you can't see the defensive back on the bottom player, but he's there on McCracken. And you see the open field. He's upset. He said, hey, I'm wide open.
Yeah.
Snap the ball. And so Jaden Hardy, despite moving the ball forward 5 yards because he jumped early, helps him. Now it's 4th and 1. See if the Bears can get the stop.
Yeah, they're going to crunch it up here. Double wing.
Hansen fakes, and that's offensive, so it goes back.
Man alive, I'll tell you what. They knew it that time, too. They all kind of just jumped together. I bet they went out there with the intention of let's try to get the hard count, and end up pulling off their own McCracken, pulling off there, too. He knew it.
So now they're going to bring back McCracken into the game. That was Freeman who jumped the line there in the tight end spot. But McCracken, who's their number 1 receiver, moves back out on the field. Pay attention to him very closely. 4th and 6. You got 2 minutes. You just want to score again. Why not go to your main guy? Let's see where he's going to line up. Up top. Wide out. Hansen, high snap, looking at McCracken. He throws across the center, and this one's picked off. Rogers, he's got room. He's hit big and taken down at the 43-yard line. And excuse me, that's not Rogers. That's number 84, Joshua Reese, who dropped the last one. But
way to go, Reese. Not only did he get it, he got all the yards with it, too, this time. And then to cap it off, man, he just hit a wall. He hit that defender, boom. And I thought he was actually down for a second, but he got up on his own power. We do have a flag thrown, though, at the end of the play.
That was exactly where the tackle was made. And the referee says unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Mustangs. So that's 15 yards from where it was placed down.
Wow.
That was at like the 43-yard line.
Must be some heated conversations going on down there.
So to the 27 it goes, and they put in their litter, like we mentioned earlier. It's Tristan Barajas in the pistol.
The litter, he means the younger guys. Which they can play the game just as much as anybody.
This one slips out of the hands of Barajas. He tries doing something, but he's met at the 41-yard line.
That was just a bad snap, trying to make something out of nothing with the snap that went right through his hands. That was unfortunate. That ball it was almost as if he was moving before the ball came through. Just went right over his right shoulder. Thankfully, he held on to it because there was a ton of Mustangs trying to strip that ball from him.
Every week, all season long, the cheerleaders have made a theme for the student section and the rest of the crowd. Today, it is pink in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So a lot of people out here wearing pink. I just saw a pink balloon float up into the air. So, but a lot of the players in support of making people aware of breast cancer awareness.
31 here to go for Somerville.
Rogers will get another carry, add a few more yards, and they just have to snap that ball one final time as we have another penalty at the end of this one.
Inside the huddle, and it's the white hat referee throwing these things, so he knows. He heard it.
15-yard penalty.
Personal foul. Number 90, defense. 15-yard penalty. Take it down.
3 huge flags against Argonaut in this game. 2 unsportsmanlike, and then that one there. A lot of emotions getting in the way here. So now we got the ball all the way back where we originally had it before the ball went over the right shoulder of Barajas.
And here is a timeout called by the Mustangs in the final 47.
Bear fans, Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Somerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry level to skilled trades, from truck driving.
Bring us back. Barajas takes a knee with 47 seconds. And this might do it, or they might have him take one more just to solidify the game. But the Bears, nonetheless, will take another victory, stay undefeated, and will head into next week with a league title matchup at Thorstead Field. And it's not just a league title game, but it's against the crosstown rivals, the Sonora Wildcats. That's the final snap from Barajas, and we'll have a few post-game thoughts before heading into next week. So stay right here for the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp post-game show.
Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
Hello Bears fans, Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Somerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal.
The Bears conclude another game on top, 34-8 over the Argonaut Mustangs. I'm Levi Flores. He's Justin Flores, and this is the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp postgame show.
Man, what an exciting game that was. Argonaut trying to give them run for their money. I mean, they actually put together a really good series to start the second half. Could have been their game if they'd have continued on with that kind of a drive, but Somerville held on. Interesting to note here, each team had the ball a total of 9 times in the entire game. Somerville ran 74 plays against Argonaut's 39 plays, but in the second half, each team had the ball 3 times, and Argonaut ran 25 plays against Somerville's 22 plays. So in the first half, I mean, Argonaut had to run a total of 14 plays on 6 possessions in the first half. So in the second half, they really came out, and it was pretty much even. Each team scoring only once each time. So a wonderful game as far as the stats goes for a second half. Argonaut came out playing a completely different game, different sets, different look. They were running some trap. They were running some options. They were running some counters. They were getting the ball moved. Now, that's going to put some Actually, that's probably a good thing for Somerville because the coaches can now see because Sonora next week is going to run everything at them with that Wildcat offense. They're going to run counter. They're going to run belly left, belly right, especially the counter on the options. If Sonora sees the tape tonight and says, wow, Argonaut got the jump on them on those counter plays moving from the wing, that might give Sonora a little edge there. So Somerville has some work to do. But, man, what an exciting season it's been, setting it up for an amazing Motherlode League championship matchup between both teams in Tuolumne County. And it's perfect timing, too. Coming out of the pandemic, everything's really been opened up again. A first real big season for both Sonora and Somerville. And following Somerville all season with Braylon Leveros early on in the season, getting a chance to talk with him. This is just set up for what is possible going to be one of the greatest games that Tuolumne County has seen probably in the last 50 years.
And I agree with you, as you mentioned early on, that this is probably good for Somerville. Argonaut's offense running the way it does. It's very similar to what Sonora will do, especially in the passing game. We're going to see Roger Alderman, who is a D1 committed athlete to the University of Utah. So we're going to see D1 talent next week. Of course, I think we see it every week. Some of these players have potential to go D1, but Alderman committed early on in the season after the first game to Utah, which is making a statement right now in the college realm as well. But as we look into the game next week, you need to pay attention to Braylon Leveros, Kai Elkins, and Dean Trimoloni. I don't know what the game plan is. I'm not going to ask because they're not going to give it to me anyway.
Right.
But a lot of these players are going to go out there. We may see players that we haven't seen before, or they might just rely on those players that we do see on a weekly basis.
The good news is if you can't make it to Thorstead Field because it will be sold out. I saw today online Sonora High is already selling tickets for next Friday's game here at Thorstead Field at Somerville High School. I have a feeling they're going to cap the tickets at some point. And so if you can't make the game, you want to watch it from the comfort of your home like Sue Bondurant does every week. We'll be here streaming live on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com and make sure you subscribe to NorCal Sports TV. Easy to do. You hit that bell and you'll also get notifications of any live stream of broadcast and live stream that takes place on NorCal Sports TV. So we will be here streaming live and looking forward to it. Going to be pretty exciting.
Well, we will send you to Dunleavy Field as Antelope has now caught up to the Wildcats. 32-31 have taken the lead at the end of the third quarter. But next week, the Motherlode League comes to an end. The Sonora Wildcats visit the undefeated Somerville Bears in Tuolumne. What will Leveros pull out of his magic bag? Will Elkins keep the legs moving? Is the Hardy Party going to rage on? Will Dean stay pristine? We will find out next Friday as the Motherlode League crown will be placed on the head of either the Sonora Wildcats or the Somerville Bears. NorCal Sports TV brings you the MLL title game in 1 week. Levi Flores, Justin Flores, Dion I. We will see you here at Thorstead Field.